Imagine being at the show where Nirvana played Smells Like Teen Spirit live for the very first time. I wrote about this for Rolling Stone a few years ago, and I've told the story many times, but I've never actually come out and talked about it and talked about how intense it was. It's April 1991. Nirvana is a big Seattle band and a band who's toured quite a bit. They put out one album on Sub Pop, Bleach, great album, but Nevermind doesn't exist yet. They're not the huge mega band that they would be 6 months from then. So my friend and I are in college in Tacoma, about 45 miles away from Seattle, and we were in Seattle that night, kind of just looking for something to do, and paid $8 each to see Nirvana at the OK Hotel. We had Bleach, our roommate had it, we listened to it all the time, and we just thought like, oh, what a cool show to go to, having no idea what a game changer that show would be. And we were in there, it was super packed. There were lots of people outside that couldn't get in. Bikini Kill opened, a band called Fits of Depression opened. And we got right towards the front. This is the OK Hotel. This is like a 275 capacity venue, a small club. And we're up against the stage, and some guy with like pink or orange hair comes on and just kind of starts playing the guitar, kind of strumming, tuning, whatever, sound checking. And then another guy comes up, a super tall, lanky guy, and I didn't know what Nirvana looked like. This is, sort of pre-internet, 1991. And he's checking his bass, another guy comes in, is messing with the drums, and I just assumed like, oh, those are their techs, those are the roadies. And the purple-haired guy or pink-haired guy starts playing a 4-chord thing and starts singing, and of course it turns out that's the song Polly that was later on Nevermind, but I didn't know it. It was just an acoustic song. And my thought was seriously like, wow, that's so cool. Nirvana let their tech come out and play a song before they played, which was a really funny thought because, of course, it was Kurt Cobain. And the next song they played was Big Cheese from Bleach, and it just went crazy when that song kicked in. It's this insane mosh pit, and everyone was moving, and I'm not much of a mosher, so my friend and I moved way back. And the set was incredible. I didn't know a lot of the songs. They were playing a lot of stuff that they would later record for Nevermind, but they were so catchy and so intense, and the band was just so good. And about 2/3 of the way into the set, Kurt introduced a new song. He said this is called Smells Like Teen Spirit. And they played it, and I really remember in the moment thinking this is one of the most incredible things I've ever heard. This is a game-changing song. This is going to change music. There's something about it. It kind of had the Pixies quiet, loud, quiet thing that Kurt would later refer to. And the version that they played that night, he didn't even have the lyrics. You could tell he was kind of making stuff up some of the time, but the song was there, and it really blew me away. And when I left the show that night, I remember leaving, we were walking to the car, and I felt sort of sick and kind of had this dark pit in my stomach, and I'd been to tons of shows. I was 19 years old at the time. I'd seen so many bands, and I usually felt great when I left a show that was that good. That was one of the best shows I'd ever seen, but for some reason, I felt terrible that night. And I think it was honestly because there was something about those three guys, the sum of the parts. They were so good, it was so intense, and I couldn't put my finger on it. It was just guitar, bass, drums, and Kurt singing, but it was so powerful. And especially that song, it really kind of ruined music for me temporarily. It was the best thing I'd ever seen. Nothing would ever be that good again. No band would ever be that good. Why would I go listen to a record on the way home or see some show? I just saw Nirvana play Smells Like Teen Spirit. I had that song in my head all summer from hearing it once until it came out, 5 months later, in September 1991, and it was exactly as I remembered it, except he had words. And it turns out, I later learned that they drove to LA the next day, the day after that show, to record the album with Butch Vig.